Bitches can fucking stay mad because your girl gets up every day and goes to work. It's called work ethic. I don't have time to sit at home and play with my fucking dick all day. Bye.
So many people are struggling to make it from week to week. I know so many people who are facing or dealing with eviction right now. It's so horrible.
What am I doing wrong? I work every day and I'm still broke.
Okay, I'm done eating meat. I am done eating meat. It is so expensive. Look at this goddamn travel size.
Outside costs $150 minimum. Just stepping out your house costs $150.
I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, where's all my money going? Where's all my money going? We know where it's going.
How are people living? This is so sad.
Job market is a joke. I have no choice but to keep the job I have now. The one that's barely paying my fucking bills. It leaves me no money left over to live.
Every time I leave the house, I'm spending $100 or more. This is ridiculous. $100 is a new damn 20. Damn. Groceries are expensive. Rent is expensive. Expensive as fuck. People can't live off. Man, how they supposed to make all that money? It's too high. Gas is expensive. Man, I don't even go nowhere. It's too high. And my paycheck went AWOL. The hell you at? Where's my money? Run me my money. I know you wondering where all your money disappeared to, too. Check this out.
What am I doing wrong? I work every day and I'm still broke. Like, I have a decent job. I make some decent money, but I live out here in Cali. Like, bro, as soon as I get paid, I have all these bills stacked up, bro, that shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making 100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays. And then moving to Houston, moving to Texas, any other type of state, guys, like, fuck that. I'm not gonna fucking move there. There's gotta be a better way for me to make more fucking money, or the things that cost so much money need to go fucking down. One or the other.
The economy is so bad right now. Like, I genuinely have been struggling to find the words to kind of describe like what I'm seeing. And I think anyone else who works in the helping profession, who's people facing, and you work with like a wide range of people, you can really see that it's hitting everyone from pretty much every background. It's just really, really bad. I know people who have been unemployed for well over a year. I know people who've been unemployed going on a year. It's really bad. And I've seen people like making jokes and stuff about Spirit Airlines shutting down, but the reality is that's like it says 17,000 because Spirit has 17,000 employees, but I saw someone else saying like they actually work for a printing company and their client is Spirit Airlines. So like this is going to ripple out. I'm going to say conservatively that it's going to be at least 20K people in the job market, and already struggling job market. There's no growth in the job market, and it's just so bad. I don't know. I like, and I really hate situations where I don't have answers because it's just like really, really bad. But it's going to get worse. And that's the scarier part about it, too. The fact that we live in a world where racism is that deep to some people. Like, they hate black people, brown people so bad that they kind of like led us into this mess is so ridiculous to me. I'm so sorry. I cannot, that does not escape my mind. And the fact that we have politicians that are so money hungry that they just do not represent the people, all of it is just, it's so hard to wrap your mind around because it's just getting worse and worse. So many people are struggling to make it from week to week. I know so many people who are facing or dealing with eviction right now. It's so horrible. And there are so many people who don't have safety nets. There are people who don't have family they can go stay with. There's so many people who like it's just really, really bad. But hey, at least y'all got rid of the DEI, I guess.
Okay, I'm done eating meat. I am done eating meat. It is so expensive. Look at this goddamn travel size. Look at this fucking sample size of ground turkey I just got out of the supermarket. I don't need. What is this? 2 wings? Did y'all ground up the feet? The feet and the turkey neck and put this in here? The damn turkey weighs as much as the damn plastic at this point. This toilet. This damn travel size pack of ground turkey. I'm done. It's so expensive. At this point, I'm going back to being a vegan, a pescatarian, all of that. Cause this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of goddamn control. Y'all, I mean, ground turkey. What part of the turkey put it?
I'm gonna have to stop eating. 2 bags of groceries, $97. Since when? That's ridiculous.
A lot of people are saying, why are people so angry right now? Why are people so upset? People are so miserable right now. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Outside costs $150 minimum. Just stepping out your house costs $150. Let me do the math for you. You got to get gas, right? Now, if you're in California, then I'm not in California, but I was just out there a couple weeks ago. They gas like $6, $5, something like that. So if you got to put in a full tank, and let's just say you got a car, bro, that's like $45, $50 minimum right there just to get your tank on full. Then when you go out to eat at these places that have green grass on the wall and the food is probably mid at best, yeah, they're also going to charge you a leg and a foot for that as well. That's going to be another probably 30 to 20, somewhere between 25 to $40 if you want a really good solid meal. Then on top of that, rent prices for a decent neighborhood where you're not getting shot at or getting shot around, you're going to pay $1,500 for that. In most metro cities, at least in the South. I can't speak for California. I can't speak for New York. I can't speak for those other places, but at least in the South, you need to be paying probably about $1,500 in rent to feel somewhat safe. And oh, don't let me stop. Groceries. Let's start there. Groceries are extremely expensive right now. Extremely. Like, bro, I think I paid like $4 for eggs the other day ago. And I was like, bro, are we for in the South? I'm like, bro, what's going on? The point is, the reason people are mad is because this economy is terrible, bro. That's why people are upset. Regular folks are barely surviving right now. That's the truth. People can get on Twitter and get on here and act like they're rich. They're broke. And they're living check to check just like most of America is right now. So that's why people are upset. They can't buy houses. You almost have to make probably about, if you're by yourself, you probably have to make probably in the South, again, I'm just using the South. If you want a decent home in a decent area, you're probably about to pay. You probably need to make about 100, over 100, like 125,000 probably to live in a decent home in America where you're not living check to check. That is why people are mad right now.
I'm really happy I practice intermittent fasting because it cuts my food bill. And to me, it's the number one thing to do. And on my bucket list is to grow my own food in the winter, indoors, hydroponically. Not everything I can't grow corn. And there are some big challenges doing that. Like I said, it's on my bucket list. I've got a big learning curve on it. I've attempted it. Yeah, most everything died. And I'm really happy that we're getting to the point where we can grow food outdoors. I'm growing corn and hard beans and green beans and peas and a couple other things. Oh, sweet peppers. Janet and I want to do sweet peppers. And then she's got quite a few tomato plants on this side of the house. So we're going to have tomatoes, and I'm going to freeze dry slices of tomatoes. They're delicious that way on a sandwich. Oh my God. Yum. My mouth is watering. But again, yeah, If you want to cut your grocery bill and you're not pregnant or lactating, and you're above 14 years of age and don't suffer from anorexia, I would recommend doing fasting. It's very flexible.
Every time I get paid and then I realize that I have barely any money left over after paying like rent and all my bills and all these things, I always tend to blame myself a lot because I have no discipline when it comes to money. Never had, but I pay my rent on time, I pay my bills and all these things. And I was looking at my statement and I was like, okay, this is not anything crazy. A coffee here and there, a meal here and there, drinks here and there, like things that I do for entertainment and for like my own pleasure shouldn't really set me back that much. Like, unless I'm fucking going to Gucci, which I wouldn't go to Gucci, but like, I don't know. Let's go ahead saying to, I'm going to Yves Saint Laurent, getting some shit. Like, I get that. I don't even have YSL money, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, where's all my money going? Where's all my money going? We know where it's going, but it's just I need to stop punishing myself because it's not all on me. Could I work on saving a little bit more? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I really don't think I spend that much. And it's just gone all the time. It's just literally gone.
So y'all, we are at Raising Cane's right now. A couple months ago, I found this in my car where my son's teacher gave him like an achievement award or whatever for being good. So I'm finna turn this in and see if I can get like a kids meal with this because I'm hungry, child. I'm at work. My kids are at my aunt's house and I'm hungry. And he ain't been studying this damn thing since 2-3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So we finna see. She told me they was gonna work or whatever because I told her I haven't wrote anything on it. And I had it for a while. And she was like, oh yeah, don't expire, this, that, and the third. So I'm finna pull up to the first window or whatever and I'm gonna see if I can get it. So yeah. This is how it look, guys. He ripped it. I don't know how or when. It is currently 6:50. I know I get off at 9 o'clock, and when I say I am ready, y'all. Okay, Raising Cane's. Okay. I promise y'all, I hope she take this because I don't have no money. I don't get paid until like what, next week or week after next. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I hope she take this because child, I need them 2 tender nuggets. Okay, y'all, it was successful. I ended up getting it. When I say I'm super excited, y'all, because when I say I am hungry and I ain't got but $2.22 in my account. $2.22. And this is why I say God is good, y'all, because I was just looking through my thing because I was already saying that I was hungry or whatever, and I just was looking through my glove compartment and I saw it. I was like, damn, I wonder can I use this? Do they got an expiration date? So I went to the intercom, whatever, and I told her, gave her a little rundown or whatever. I told her I don't have nothing on it because y'all see it didn't have no writing or nothing on it. And I didn't know if it expired, after a certain time. Oh, that light is hitting. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know if it expired or whatever. So I was like, let's just see if she'll let me get it. But I ended up getting it. I got a lemonade. I think it's like 2 tenders, some fries, and I think they roll or toast. But anyways, I'm finna head back to work, finish my shift. This is my first job, y'all. My second job, I don't start until next week. Thank God. But when I say your sister is tired, your sister's tired. Okay, she's tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Anyways, we get through it, y'all. Hopefully, I can start looking for a place soon once I actually start working at the other job because one chick will put me in an apartment. And I know I said on that last video, I was like, I'll be making like 2,700 every month. No, I mean every 2 weeks. That's what I meant. But anyways, y'all, I just want to let y'all know what's what. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great and blessed day. I'll probably talk to y'all later on. I'll probably call y'all back. I don't know if I'm gonna get too busy. I'm gonna call y'all back. But anyways, bye.
Someone said we are no longer a paycheck away from homelessness. We are one sick day away from homelessness. And that is so true for so many people. And I hate that for our country.
So, out grocery shopping at Kroger's, and I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. $23 for 2 pounds of lunch meat. $23. How the hell we supposed to feed our kids on this crap? Overlook it, they're on sale. Don't be thinking I'm a chip hoarder, because I'm not. I'm getting the deal. I'm a couponer. But $23 for some ham.
Gas is $4.40. It takes an equivalent of 2 one-hour classes to fill up my car. And it's fuel efficient, right? But how are people living? You know how many classes I have to teach just to make certain things happen, like rent, buying food, paying insurance, water, electric, just the necessities. I don't even have credit cards, okay? I don't even have medical insurance. How are people living? This is so sad.
I am extremely stressed out. I don't come on here and cry and do all of that. But what the fuck? I work 5 to 6 days out of the week, and I only barely have enough money to pay my bills. Somebody's gonna get on here and say, oh, well, be lucky you have a job, bro. Working a job, going to a job, getting up every morning, every night, whatever time you go, and having to give your all or do your best at this fucking job just for them not to compensate you enough money for you to live your life and pay your bills, it's actually really up fucking setting me. I feel like I'm missing out on living life because I have to pay my bills and go to work every fucking day. Such a tiring process. Now, I could see if I was lazy, I wasn't getting up and I wasn't getting it, but it's like, bruh, how fucking hard do I have to work in order to fucking survive, bro? How? Once I pay my rent and my phone bill, my light bill, that's it. And then the next paycheck, because mind you, bi-weekly, you only get paid 2 times out of the month. So one paycheck goes directly towards bills. And then that other paycheck, I have to set bills. I have to set money aside for the next set of bills that are coming up. I can't get ahead. I know somebody's going to say, you've got it better than somebody else. Bro, that's not the fucking point. Just because I have it better than somebody else doesn't mean that I'm not fucking struggling over here. For real, for real. People try to come on here and try to perpetrate and make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm living this kind of life. I'm living that kind of life. Bitch, I'm a TikTok content creator, but I live a life just like y'all. And nobody better get on here and say you better get another job or do this or do that. Bitch, you think I haven't applied to these jobs? And when I apply to these jobs, they waste my fucking time. Do you think I have money and gas and energy to be wasting going back and forth to these job interviews who are not going to hire me and are going to tell me that they're going to call me in a week or going to call me back in a couple days and don't? Job market is a joke. I have no choice but to keep the job I have now. The one that's barely paying my fucking bills. It leaves me no money left over to live, to get my nails done. These are fucking press-ons. I can't do anything. I gotta do my own hair. I gotta do my own toes. I gotta do everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like when you don't have a choice and you work every fucking day, it gets tiring. It gets to a fucking point, bro.
You want to know what really grinds my gears? Doesn't even necessarily grind my gears. It kind of just makes me fucking laugh because, people, they fucking hate me. People hate me for whatever reason. They do not like me. And I totally get it. I would be mad too if I couldn't compete. But nobody likes me, but everybody's concerned about where my fucking money's coming from, what I'm doing, where I'm at, etc. And I find it funny too, because all these people that don't like me and they hate me and this, that, and the other, you still follow me, bitch. Ugh. Like, bitch, jealousy's a goddamn disease, and I hope you get well soon. You can hate me all you want, boo, but you still put my name out there. You're still making me fucking famous. I don't know about you, but I was taught in first fucking grade, you treat people how you want to be treated. If you don't have anything nice to say, shut your fucking mouth. Don't say nothing at all, you dumb cunt. Bitches can fucking stay mad because your girl gets up every day and goes to work. It's called work ethic. I don't have time to sit at home and play with my fucking dick all day. Bye.
I'm flipping through TikTok here on my lunch break, and every 3 or 4 videos I see it's someone talking about how they're living in their car. how they work full time, they have a full time job, but they live in their car. There are millions of Americans that are dealing with the same thing. Okay. It's not people here or there. You know people that are living in their car. You just don't know it. People that aren't bad people, people that aren't making mistakes or doing the wrong thing, people that just can't afford life anymore. Not because of bad decisions they made, but because the prices have just got so high, people can't afford it. People don't have the money to buy groceries and pay rent the same week. Car payments are as much as mortgage payments. If you want to go buy a week's worth of groceries, you're going to spend $600, $700. Nobody can afford that. My power bill is almost $500. My house isn't even 1,000 square feet. And what do we do? The prices are just going up and up and up and up and up and up, and no relief for anybody in any way, shape, form, or fashion. America has become unaffordable for Americans. Our government is spending all of our money on a war that we didn't ask for and don't need. Our president does not care about the little people. He cares about his friends in Israel. It's not going to get better until we say no more.
A few weeks ago, I talked about what I called the food stack crisis on this channel in a video. Talked about drought, fertilizer, diesel, farm labor, and they were all hitting at the same time. Now here's an update to that situation. The stack is still very real. Some prices have eased slightly, and some have gotten worse. And the numbers are now cleaner than they were just a few weeks ago. So let's go through it. First, the honest caveat, because I'm going to try to say it every time I cover this, the US still has food. This is about pressure moving through the food system, however. And it starts always, of course, with farmers. And then it moves through fuel, fertilizer, labor, harvests, processing, trucking, grocery shelves, and household budgets. That's the chain, if I did it in the right order, from sort of start to finish. And that's what we're watching. We're watching stress build at the front end of it right now. Let's talk about the drought. As of late May, which just ended, about 61% of the lower 48 was still in some stage of drought. That was a slight improvement from the week before, but the drought remains unresolved, and I don't know that there's a lot of political capital or will to do much about it. Lucky us. Now here's what the crop numbers actually look like right now. 69% of winter wheat production area is in drought. 94% of cotton. 99% of peanuts. Winter wheat specifically, USDA's production forecast is down 25% from last year, with 44% of the crop rated poor to very poor. Corn and soy planting is actually running ahead of average, which is the real good news in all of this. But planted crops still need water, fertilizer, fuel, and labor to become food sitting at your table. And the drought gap remains. So, fertilizer. Urea hit $701 per ton in early April, up nearly 81% year over year. An American Farm Bureau survey found farmers already adjusting fertilizer purchases and application decisions in response to rising costs. The same survey found 70% of respondents said fertilizer was so expensive they couldn't buy all the fertilizer they needed this season. China has issued new urea export quotas, which could ease some global pressure, but the underlying problem remains. If farmers use less fertilizer because they can't afford it, yields become weaker later. The FAO, that's the UN's food agency, has described farmers as being under double choke of higher fertilizer costs alongside rising fuel costs across the value chain. Let's talk about that energy. Before the war, you know the one, the Strait of Hormuz averaged 125 to 140 daily ship passages. The recent traffic is around 11 vessels. Oil prices have pulled back from their worst levels, as of, for now at least. Brent crude was around 93.90 to the day that I'm recording this, which is June 1st. That's down about 20% from its late March peak. But the strait is nowhere near normal. Diesel runs tractors, combines, irrigation pumps, refrigerated trucks, and most of the infrastructure behind the food system. When diesel stays expensive, everything downstream stays expensive. Labor. Among hired crop farm workers, roughly 2/3 are foreign born. USDA data for 2020 to 2022 shows 42% of hired crop farm workers had no work authorization. When workers are afraid to travel and are detained, delayed by visa problems, or simply not coming, crops can get planted smaller and harvest slower, or just left to rot in the field, which is, I believe, what we largely saw last year. Farmers report they simply can't find workers, and recent figures confirm that immigration labor has been doing work that domestic labor still hasn't filled. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Where are we right now? Well, drought weakens the crop. Fertilizer raises the cost of growing it. Diesel raises the cost of moving everything, though also of growing it and harvesting it. And labor shortages make it harder to harvest as well, at least what survives. So food prices were already 3.2% higher in April of 2026 than April 2025. Fresh vegetables were up 11.5%. Fresh tomatoes were up 40%. Beef hit record highs in April, the smallest cattle herd in 75 years is what was causing that. The pressure families are already feeling at the grocery store is likely to keep building. I don't mean this to just be, I'm saying this far too late, but I don't mean this to just be a scare video. But the goal is to try to let you know what's happening so you're at least aware of it, because we cannot trust that awareness to come from elsewhere. In other words, we can't trust the administration or the government to clue us in as to the coming crises, because it's a golden age, right? Everything's great. America is great again, right? We're back, baby. We're the hottest country on earth. That's what you're going to get spoon-fed. While crops are low, prices are high and getting higher, and food is rotting in the field, you're going to get the golden age, baby. But I'm hoping that through you being aware of this, you can make some better choices. I will put out another video today. The video that will follow this in a few hours will be about what real people can do to help secure their family, themselves, their communities from this pending food crisis stack, or this inevitable food crisis stack that is upon us. Because again, this isn't meant to just be scare your pants off that are probably already scared off. It is meant to be make you aware of what's happening, and then try to give you some options that are real and practical that you can take to make it through as best you can. That's what the next video will be. So we'll see you there in a few hours.
People can only stretch a dollar so far before something finally breaks. Tell me what's become the hardest expense for you to manage these days. And let's stop pretending that these prices are normal. Hit the subscribe button and let's talk about it. Happy every day. No fit overthink, oh. Me, I know like